So I don't know where this will all come out, but that's what the AI copyright update in the US is all about. It shows us the gap between creativity and copyright. Your prompts might not be brilliant enough to recreate New York Times articles, but not creative enough for legal protection. That's our challenge, and that's the opportunity. We got to refine human authorship as the sole source, and that's going to take time. We need to know what's going in. Because at the end, if the Copyright Office compares AI to a roulette wheel, that's a real statement. And there is a lot of randomness and probability and an I don't know. But does that mean there's not creativity involved? I mean, if you don't prompt AI, does anything happen? Noise, right? Chaos. You just hit button, it doesn't even know what you're doing, it's just spinning the roulette wheel because you didn't give it direction. But with skilled prompting and parameter tweaking, you're not spinning a wheel. You're conducting a review of collected human knowledge. This is why I don't like the term artificial intelligence. I get it, obviously, right? But it's really the collective human intelligence, because without that data, none of this works. And without the code created by humans, none of this works. And without the person prompting or talking, because that's all it is a language communication with a database of incredible collective intelligence. And maybe our problem with respecting AI's copyright is respecting intelligence beyond just one human being an author. Maybe there's a collective element here, which is why I suggest a special customized view of the law is almost essential. Otherwise, you're reducing AI to what people in 1700s and 1965 said. And I get where that happens in law and it really helps us be a better society on one side. But this is way too new. And you don't even know what creativity looks like. And you're also getting in the way of people being creative with it because you're not protecting them. The New York Times are crafting precise prompts to get their content from ChatGPT, doing what most even AI engineers would say is pretty much impossible or extremely hard to replicate. If they create those prompts, doesn't that show that we can get something out of there? And that is the opportunity, the possibility that all of these copyright cases imply and why it matters so much. The Copyright Office got one thing really right. AI assisting human creativity, like Zari of the Dawn, the comic book, with images that weren't protected but the whole unit is, deserves protection. But they missed something bigger. AI isn't just a random number generator, it's collective human intelligence, seeing patterns we might miss, making connections we might never make because we can't access that much. Acting like it's a copy machine is such outdated thinking, isn't it? I remember talking about dated, the old movie Rain Man, where this autistic savant, played by Dustin Hoffman, was really, really brilliant at processing casino odds. Was his gift random, or was he seeing patterns in the chaos that others couldn't comprehend? We look at him differently in the movie, and it is a little dated, but it's more important that what he was doing is an example of a highly evolved intelligence we don't understand. And what we're doing is actually, I point the finger at us as humanity, looking at our own collective intelligence, every country, the biases. Wow, we think we're regulating single human authors? We're trying to say, how do we play in the world of copyright and collective intelligence of all of us, or at least those who create and put out? Hopefully with a little permission next time, folks. Next week, we're going to explore a new framework for protecting AI-assisted creativity, not forcing it into 1787 rules, not dismissing it as luck, but understanding it for what it really is: human intelligence evolved